guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, alongside the PS5 presentation that was postponed until later notice this week, we were also waiting for a reveal from Sega now in the 60th anniversary of the company. Now, there was a reveal in Japan today. We don't know if this is the big reveal that we're talking about, but it's in regards to the Game Gear Micro. So we're going to react to the trailer. We're going to watch the trailer first, and afterwards we're going to the website and we're going to dissect the information that has been given. So let's just watch the trailer first. Let me put my glasses on because if not, I'm blind like as a bat. And let's look at it.
高橋はカラーじゃないと楽しくないと宣言してから30年。あのゲームギアが新しくなって帰ってくる。セガ設立60周年を記念してミニを超えるミクロサイズにゲームギアミクロ選べる4つのカラーバリエーション。世界中に愛されたカラー液晶携帯ゲーム機ゲームギアの魅力をミクロなボディにギュギュッと凝縮。ボディカラーごとにそれぞれ違う4つのゲームを収録。セガといえばこれ。The black one, I think the one that everyone's going to get. ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。Sonic. ぷよぷよ2。ぷよぷよ。アウトラン。ロイヤルストーン。開かれし時の扉。アクションの名作がいっぱい。ブルー。
Sonic and Tail. Gunstar Heroes.
ソニック&テイルス。ガンスターヒーローズ。
I like Gunstar Heroes.
シルバンテイル。バクバクアニマル世界飼育係選手権。シリーズ全部入りだ。イエロー。
Shining Force 3 games。
シャイニングフォースガイデン遠征邪神の国へ。
Another Puyo Puyo game。
シャイニングフォースガイデン2邪神の覚醒。シャイニングフォースガイデンファイナルコンフリクト。謎ぷよアルルのルー。
I love Puyo Puyo。
ラストバイブルもあるよ。レッド。
Okay,
女神転生ガイデンラストバイブル。女神転生ガイデンラストバイブルスペシャル。ザ・ GG 忍び。コラムス。さらにでっかく遊べちゃうビッグウィンドウミクロも登場。いつでもどこでもミクロが楽しい。だから私はゲームギアミクロ。Amazon 楽天ブックスセガスターにて限定発売。4色同時購入特典ビッグウィンドウミクロをプレゼン
ト。Well, I would say that thing is super tiny. Super tiny. And I don't have the biggest hands. Well, I do have some chunky hands. I do have some hands, and sometimes I have a difficulty with little things, particularly with small, controllers. I don't like small controllers or tiny controllers. Only 4 games per little console. Let's go to the website and take a look and see what's there. Alright guys, I'm here at the website and I'm going to have the link as usual in the descriptions for those who are interested to, go and take a look. But here, as you can see, the Game Gear Micro right there, that thing is tiny. Even though they're gonna give you this special lens to go alongside it, I don't know, it just looked so tiny, so small. I don't know if you can really play with it and in a comfortable manner. I don't know, this is just more like like just some type of thing, a little toy that you have there just to remember that, just some memorabilia, that's all it is. But here are the colors. I like the colors. Of course, the black one would be the most classic. The blue one is nice too. The Shining Force, the yellow one. Now the red one, I like the colors. I'm not gonna deny it. I just wish they were a bit bigger than what they are right now. That's too small in my opinion. And of course you can order through this retailers. They have Amazon. I suppose this is Amazon Japan, Rakuten, and the Sega store. And here we have the information, of course. But this is the trailer we already saw. Now here it says Game Gear was the only portable game console in Sega history. It was loved by game fans all over the world as a pioneering color LCD mobile hardware. In commemoration of the 30th anniversary of the release of such Game Gear, It will be revived as a playable mascot that fully condenses its charm. Okay, so this is, even though they're celebrating the 60th anniversary, this is technically for the 30th anniversary of the Game Gear, which I would say it's fine. I just wish the screen was bigger, that's all. Of course, you know, back in the day, we used to play with very tiny little things. I remember, like the Game & Watch, and I think the Game & Watch was bigger, but there were a lot of things like, you know, you remember the little watch where you have the little game where you play with a little robot. Also have that. So there were many games that were with tiny little screens. So yeah, it's kind of like a throwback to those days. And here is the way it looks. As you can see, it has like a mini USB charger there, I suppose. I don't know if there's a charger that comes with it. I assume that it's going to have a charger. But yeah, okay, that's cool, because that's what it is, yeah. And also it seems that it has battery, so it can be battery operated. It says right there, the main body size is 80 millimeters wide by 43 millimeters high and 20 millimeters deep, which is small, of course. A micro size that is less than 40% of the original Game Gear. Simultaneous release of 4 color variations, each incorporating 4 types of games. Sonic, Puyo, Puyutsu, Shining Force, and Megami Tensei are reborn on a monitor of about 1 inch. 1 inch. You can decorate your room or play it until you clear the game. Next to Mini is Game Gear Micro. It will be released on October 6th, the 30th anniversary, Memorial Day. And here is the games. As you can see, you got on in this case, the black one, you got Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyutsu, which is Puyo Puyo, Outrun, and Royal Stone. Then on the blue one, you got Sonic and Tails, Gunstar Heroes, Sylvan Tale. I think this was only released in Japan, and Baku Baku Animal Worlds. I would say that from this two, the only two I really like is Sonic and Tails and Gunstar Heroes. Here, of course, I like Sonic the Hedgehog, and I like Puyo Puyo, and of course, I love Outrun. Royal Stone, you know, I've never been so much into that, to those, you know, adventure type of things when the character is so small. It was never my thing. Shining Force, a lot of people are going to love that. Of course, the RPGs is a whole collection, so if you're a Shining Force fan, RPG fan, definitely this is going to be the one. And this is another variation of Puyo Puyo. Kind of odd in that list. And it's kind of odd, some of them, like the way they put them all together. Now, Game Gear, they should have one just with, in this case, of strategy games, and one for RPGs, and one for action games, and one just for like Puyo Puyo and columns together. But, you know, I'm not the one making that decision. I think that's it forces you to buy them all. It's, you know, it's a strategy for you to get them all if you want a game per little console. So you have Megami Tensei Gaiden. A lot of people love those games. RPGs, strategy. Then you got Shinobi, which I like. And of course, columns. And of course, this is a diagram of the console. Very similar to the original. It's back as a mascot where you can play Game Gear. The handheld game console Game Gear with color LCD is back as a micro mascot, smaller than the Mini. Almost as it was at the time it was downsized to a tablet candy case. About 1 inch monitor and various buttons can actually play the game. In addition to operation with 2 AAA batteries, okay, you can also play for a long time using a USB cable, okay. So you have to charge it in order to play it, or you know, you have to connect it to play it, or you have to charge it. I don't follow on that. So it's not chargeable. I don't like that. 4 color variations, 4 masterpiece games for each. There are 4 main body colors available: black, red, yellow, and blue. Each has 4 built-in masterpiece games of the time. We have prepared various genres of games such as action, puzzle, and RPG. Like Megadora Mini, it also has an interrupt save function, so you may be able to see the ending of that game that could not be clear at that time. Well, that's good. That's good. Mega Drive Mini production staff come together, discerning quality. The production staff of the Mega Drive Mini game console, which was the start of Ryuga, reunited for this project. We have achieved a high degree of perfection as a miniature toy that allows you to play games even though it is small. The software part is still in charge of M2, which I love M2. This time as well, we will offer a big fun that cannot be thought of as a micro size with carefully selected reproduction and perfection. Game Gear Micro comes in 4 colors. In addition to the colors of the main body, the recorded game is different for each. Okay, so they're gonna have like a different trailer or something where, you know, it's on, where you're gonna see different graphics. It's not all the same. Well, it's just so that it really separates them. Yeah, they are all different. Main body common specifications, we read some of that. The screen size is 1.15 inches. The power supply uses 2 AAA alkaline batteries. Power can be supplied as a USB micro terminal, so it has to be supplied. It doesn't recharge in this case, the equipment. Batteries and USB cable for power cable are sold separately. They should have at least provided the USB cable, in my opinion. Now with the sound, a built-in monaural speaker, a volume control, headphone jack, and a stereo output. Now, Game Gear Micro contains 4 types of game software for each color. Even if the size is small, the game remains as it was. From hit games that represent Game Gear to hidden masterpieces that only fans should know, you can play a variety of games in different genres and times. And it says click the package image to see detailed information about the game. Okay. So here, I think this is for the first one. The black one, Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyo, Outrun, and Royal Stone. If you press it, of course, it gives you pretty much an introduction, all the information you need to know about the game. The first work in the Sonic series to develop with Game Gear Original. Okay, so you see that. Then you see Puyo Puyo. I love Puyo Puyo. Outrun, phenomenal. I love it in the arcades. I played a lot. And Royal Stone, fantasy simulation RPG. That's cool. Now we're looking at the blue one. As you can see, it's Sonic and Tails. The third action in which Sonic is active in addition to new items and new actions such as rocket shoes, hopping, and super spin dash. I like Sonic and Tails. This is a good version. Gunstar Heroes, love Gunstar Heroes. This is a it's a good version. Love Gunstar Heroes. Sylvan Tale, Game Gear Original Masterpiece Action RPG. A 13-year-old boy, Setsu, who has acquired the mysterious treasure Seed, transforms into various forms such as birds, turtles, and moles by the power of Seed, and embarks on an adventure to save the world filled with green Silverland. Cool. I know a lot of people are going to love this one. Now we have this one. This unique action puzzle has been popular in arcades and Sega Saturn. By feeding your animal favorite foods such as dogs, bunny, carrots, and pandas, you can eliminate the falling blocks. Let's do our best to become a keeper of the royal welcome. Now we're looking at the yellow one. Of course, this is the Shining Force. You got the Tactics RPG that depicts the new battle between the end of the Army of Light and the peace-defiant Cypress Kingdom. So they got Shining Force. I think this is the second one. I had really never been too much into Shining Force, although I do have played them. And of course, this is another variation of Puyo Puyo, kind of like a strategy and Puyo Puyo together, which is kind of cool. That's Puyo. It's a new one-person puzzle that uses the rules of Puyo Puyo, where Arls be able to collect curry ingredients that his familiar members have. You can also play Tokan Puyo Puyo, where you can carefully play Puyo Puyo. Okay, that's cool. Now going to the next one. A remake of the original Last Bible series, which was popular as a gating on the popular Atlas RPG Megami Tensei series. So they got this one, and I think this special. This is the second one. Interesting. And of course, Shinobi. I love Shinobi, so definitely this is one that I like. You know, this is the thing. I wish I can just kind of change some of the games and move them around, so you only get one and you have to buy them all. And of course, Columns. I like Columns, but I like Puyo Puyo more. But they're both classics. Now we go into the next thing here. Game Gear Micro will be sold only at the following shops. Please note that this is not sold at mail order stores other than the following: game stores, electronics, retail stores, etc. There's also limited editions with original benefits for each store. Okay. And of course, you got Amazon, Rakuten, Sega Store. At each shop, we will present Big Window Micro on a first-come, first-served basis to those who have reserved 4 colors of Game Gear Micro at the same time. Ooh, I didn't know that. So you have to purchase all of them, or you have to pre-order all of them. I'm sure that by the time they come out, they're gonna run out very quickly. I don't know if they're gonna sell this separately. The option unit big window of the Game Gear, which was able to enlarge the screen by using the lens, has been revived as a Game Gear Micro. You can see a large screen by attaching it to the Game Gear Micro. I kind of like the idea. I don't know if it's going to enlarge it, but it does enlarge it a little bit, but it also make it more cumbersome, as you can see, particularly at that little size. And here, Amazon Japan limited Game Gear Micro Go Sega Original T-shirt. So they're gonna give you some T-shirts, or they're gonna sell the T-shirts. It is one of the 2 original design limited T-shirts designed by Game Gear Micro. All 4 colors of the Game Gear Micro main body are printed on the surface in about the actual size. The back print has the logo of Go Sega, commemorating the 60th anniversary of Sega. The price is 3,500 yen, excluding taxes, which it's kind of like around a little over $300. Because I know that the yen, it's well, dollar, it's around a little over 100 yen. So I'm just estimating this. So I still think it's too pricey. Well, of course, I think this is for the for everything. And the Amazon limited Game Gear Bros original T-shirt. So you get another T-shirt. It's one of the 2 original design limited T-shirts designed by Game Gear Micro. The main body of Game Gear and Game Gear Micro, it's anthropomorphized. I think I said it right. While faithfully reproducing the size ratio, Sega logo is attached to the back print. And this is 3,200 yen, excluding tax. Rakuten Book limited Game Gear micro pins and collection box. Ooh, okay, so you get one where you get some pins, micro pins. The A5 size half full package contains 4 main parts of the Game Gear Micro and 16 package of the recorded games as pins. It comes with a special sleeve that imitates the package of the original Game Gear. The following set products, 1 is Game Gear Micro Black, Blue, Yellow, Red. 2, Game Gear 16 titles package design pins, all 16 types. 3, A5 size storage case and sleeve for storage case. 4, big window micro. Okay. This is 27,255 yen, excluding tax. So I would say it's around 300 or less than 300. So this is cheaper actually to go for that one. So with the T-shirts, it's a lot more expensive. And the Sega Store Limited DX Pack Game Gear Micro 4-color set DX Pack, a Smoke Collector's Edition. Okay, so this one has an extra, of course, has the smoke screen over the clear case. Interesting. In addition to the 4 colors of Game Gear Micro, a new model of Game Gear Micro Smoke has been added, and it's a luxurious DX pack that allows you to frame and decorate all 5 types of main bodies. So it's who wants to have it on a frame? Of course, they're too small to play anyway. The following set products: a Game Gear Micro Black, Blue, Yellow, Red. 2 Game Gear Micro Smoke model mock-up. It's a model mock-up. Okay, so it's not, you cannot play it. Okay, completed product. The appearance and texture are almost the same as the product, but the power does not turn on. You cannot play the game. I don't see the point of that then. 5 types of body can be store, frame, and case. 4 big window micro. As much as I like the smoke, if you cannot play it, that's just not right in my opinion. But that one is 25,120 yen, excluding taxes. So that one is cheaper. $250. I still think it's too pricey for what this really are. They're really pricey, in my opinion. All right, guys, there you have it. I gotta be honest, I'm not convinced by this little thing. It's just a gimmick. That's all it is. Not so sure if there's value in it. Yes, there's some tiny little games there. Their games are important or good, but I would have loved for this to be downsized, but not to that scale. It's too small. It's too tiny to even be enjoyable. All you can do is, like, you know, they were doing at the Sega store, you can frame it and keep it on a frame and just hang it on your wall. But, you know, what's the purpose? You're spending $250 for a, you know, for decoration. You know, I'd rather spend money on statues or other things, you know, for decoration than that. But of course, you know, I'm not a completionist, or I'm not like a, you know, hardcore Sega fan that have to have it all. But I don't know, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, you want this to play with, and being so tiny, like that thing is just like this. And I don't know, it just you know, my thumbs are cramping just thinking about it. I don't know. And even with that tiny screen, it still is gonna be so uncomfortable. I don't know. I think they dropped the ball on that one. But I know some people are going to go for it. You know, if they want to have it, and they will have it. Hopefully this is not the the reveal that we're talking about for quite some time. I would love to hear some better news, perhaps a Dreamcast Mini, or I don't know, a Saturn Mini, or a new console that they were talking about, a new Sega console. We don't know. Maybe by the end of the week we'll know more, because supposedly we're gonna get more information. And if this was it, then I'm disappointed. You know, it's fine for what it is. It's a gimmick, but that's about it. I don't think it's something worth noting or going your way out for. That's just my opinion. What is yours? Do you like it? Are you excited? Are you going to buy it? Or are you just gonna pass it like I do? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless you. Take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.